My beloved child, pause for a moment and listen to the gentle whisper of my heart, for I long to speak directly to your soul and remind you that you are precious to me beyond measure, and I am always near. I see every tear that falls, every quiet concern, and every surge of hope that rises within you, and I assure you that my presence is unwavering, like a faithful friend who never leaves your side. In the vastness of the universe, you may sometimes feel small or unnoticed, but do not doubt that I have carved your name upon my heart, and I cherish you as though you were the only one in existence. When the shadows of uncertainty try to settle around you, remember that my light will always guide your steps. Trust in my everlasting devotion and let hope be stirred within you, for I am with you and will not forsake you. My dear one, I invite you to take comfort in the knowledge that I am watching over you, each moment like a timeless testament of my boundless affection, surrounding you in an embrace of love so profound you need never wonder if I have turned away. Even on days when questions multiply within your mind and doubts attempt to take root, I stand firm beside you, offering gentle reassurance and a peace the world cannot replicate. You need not seek grand ceremonies to find me, because I dwell in the silent prayers of your heart, and I breathe life into every earnest cry for help. Please allow yourself to rest in my promises, and let your spirit be soothed by my unwavering nearness. Look forward with confidence, for I have planned good things and carry you gently through every hour. My beloved child, let your mind be at ease as I speak truth and compassion into every corner of your heart, for my words carry light and healing, and I will never mislead you. Even as the trials of life swirl around you like fierce storms, my voice continues to call out above the winds, assuring you that you are neither lost nor abandoned. Though challenges might loom large, they are as nothing compared to the depth of my grace and the might of my power, which work together for your good in ways you cannot yet see. Take solace in my strong arms, for I am your anchor, and I promise you will not be overcome by the waves. Rise each day with fresh expectancy, for I am at work on your behalf. My precious one, do not be discouraged when life's burdens weigh heavily upon your soul, for I am keenly aware of every struggle, every yearning, and every quiet dream you carry. I have shaped you purposefully, weaving your unique strengths and gentle vulnerabilities into a masterpiece of my design, so that you would reflect my radiant love to all you encounter. Even when you feel invisible to those around you, my eyes are trained upon you with a fierce and tender gaze, and my heart delights in you continually. Take heart, for your every effort resonates in my presence, and your devotion is not in vain. I hold you close and empower you to walk boldly toward the beautiful future I have ordained. My cherished child, I know that sometimes you question your own worth and wonder if you truly matter in a world so vast, but I assure you that you shine brilliantly in my sight, like a rare and precious gem. I formed you with intention, granting you gifts and qualities that make you a beacon of hope to those around you, and I will never cease to celebrate all that you are becoming. Let me sweep away any whisper of shame or doubt that tries to plant itself in your thoughts, for my truth is stronger than any lie. Stand tall, knowing that you are loved immeasurably by the one who created you, and look to the future with faith, for I am leading you each step of the way. I see you, my child, and I love you just as you are, with all your hidden joys and secret fears, with your triumphant moments and your private stumbles. There is nothing about you I do not understand, and there is no part of your life that escapes my attention, for I am intimately acquainted with every detail. Whenever you feel out of place or uncertain where you belong, remember that my arms are always open, welcoming you with the gentleness of a devoted parent. Draw near to me, and I will fill your heart with confidence and remind you of the extraordinary role you play in my grand design. Rest in my assurance, for your future is bright in my hands. I hear your sighs in the stillness of the night, and I see the soft tears that fall from your eyes when worries pile up, and you question how you will manage. I sense the weight that rests heavily on your shoulders as you wrestle with doubts about your purpose, your relationships, and your place in the world. Yet I want you to know that even in the midst of those quiet, somber moments, you are never truly alone. For I, your God, am standing right there with you, ready to ease your burden, if only you will hand it over to me. Let every care, no matter how trivial or monumental, be deposited at my feet, where I can transform anxiety into hope. My comfort and my guidance are ever available. So walk forward, trusting that I will supply all you need. You may think your struggles are hidden or unnoticed, but every cry of your heart echoes throughout the heavens, and I gather each one with compassion. When you worry about providing for those who depend on you, about your responsibilities and the uncertain path that lies ahead, remember that I have been guiding generations before you, and I will continue to show you the way. I have heard the faintest pleas in times of war, famine, and drought, and my hand has never grown weary of protecting my people. My spirit moves through every challenge to uphold you and to assure you that this too shall pass. Breathe in the peace that comes from surrendering your fears to me and step boldly toward tomorrow, for I am orchestrating all things for your good. Do not fear your weaknesses, because I am your strength, and I specialize in uplifting those who feel frail or incapable. If you find yourself mourning the illusions of perfection, be aware that my grace is perfected precisely in your moments of vulnerability, making a way forward where you see only closed doors. Imagine a garden, once parched by drought, suddenly refreshed by the rain. That is what I do when you trust in me, for I restore and bring life where there was only desolation. Let humility guide your heart, and do not be ashamed of the places where you need help. I hold you lovingly, determined to see you flourish, and I will lead you onward with a steadfast assurance that no darkness can overshadow. I delight in your presence each time you call upon my name, for you are not an afterthought, but the object of my constant affection, fashioned by my own hands with tenderness and care. When discouragement attempts to lure you into despair, remember that I have set my promises like stars in the night sky, lighting your path and reminding you of my unbreakable covenant. When you sense the weight of loneliness or feel misunderstood by those around you, know that my empathy extends beyond words, reaching deep into your heart's greatest needs. Let the warmth of my acceptance envelop you until your doubts dissolve like morning mist. Keep your eyes on me, for I am leading you into a season of new growth, and I will not let you falter. You are worth far more than you might ever imagine, and I want you to cling to this truth as you navigate life's complexities. I have breathed my spirit into you, placing the spark of my own nature in your soul, so that you might shine brightly in a dim world. There is no circumstance you face that is too small or too large for me to care about, because my love for you is immeasurable, transcending every barrier and conquering every limitation. In moments when you wonder why hardships persist, trust that I use every twist in the path to shape your character and draw you closer to my heart. Rejoice in the knowledge that I work tirelessly for you, and press on with confidence, for your story is unfolding in my perfect time. When the weight of disappointment threatens to crush your spirit, remember that I am not only the God of power, but also the God of tender mercies, and I cradle your brokenness with gentle care. Like a potter molding clay, I craft beauty from every fracture, turning potential defeat into an opportunity for greater resilience and deeper joy. My promise is to wipe every tear from your eyes and remove the stains of regret or shame that cling to your soul, for I specialize in redemption and renewal. Do not let your heart be troubled, for even as I craft the sunrise each morning, so do I fashion hope anew within you each day. Look to tomorrow with quiet excitement, for you will see my goodness in the land of the living. If the trials of the world seem relentless, recall that my presence is a fortress of peace and a sanctuary where your weary heart can find rest. When the roar of troubles drowns out all else, come to me in prayer, whisper your fears, and trust that I hear every syllable. I make no demands for elaborate rituals or perfect words. What I desire is your honest heart, laid bare before me without pretense. Let my spirit wrap around you like a protective shield, so the storms pass overhead while you remain grounded in my love. Embrace this safe haven, for I am your refuge and will uphold you against all adversities, guiding you toward brighter days with a patient and unwavering devotion. I have been with you through every chapter of your life, watching over your steps from the moment you drew your first breath, nurturing you with a love that surpasses human understanding. There is no page of your story that I have not read, and I turn even the darkest chapters into testimonies of perseverance and hope. What you consider failures, I transform into lessons that refine your spirit, deepening your compassion and your faith. Each time you rise again after stumbling, I am there to lift your head, reminding you that you are made for more than momentary defeats. Do not fear the journey ahead, for my hand is upon you, directing you toward your full destiny and preparing a path filled with purpose and meaning. Consider the lilies of the field, how they neither toil nor spin, yet I adorn them with splendor, and they neither lack nor falter in their appointed seasons. If I care so tenderly for the flowers of the countryside, how much more do I cherish you, whom I formed in my own image. In the times you fret about finances, relationships, or pressing deadlines, recall that I am the God who provides, even when you cannot see a way out of your difficulties. I instruct the sun to rise each day, and I command the stars to shine by night, and with even greater care, I orchestrate the details of your life. Quiet your anxious heart in my presence, for I will not abandon you to your worries, and the best is yet to come. In the quiet morning light, when you wake with a sense of anticipation or concern, know that I have already surveyed your path and prepared solutions for obstacles you do not yet see. My provision is not sporadic but consistently available, flowing like a river that never runs dry, no matter the season. Do not waste precious energy dwelling on what you lack. Rather, keep your eyes fixed on my endless supply, for I am ready to meet you with blessings that refresh and sustain. When you open your heart to me, you will find that I fill it with peace that surpasses human calculation, enabling you to walk through each day with courage and with joy. Be confident, knowing that I go before you and shall bring you safely through every trial. I understand the weight of your responsibilities, especially when your family or your loved ones look to you for support or guidance. You may feel pressed on every side by deadlines, decisions, and the demands of daily life, but always remember that I am the foundation upon which you can lean. When you reach the end of your endurance, my limitless strength begins, infusing you with renewed vigor and clarity of mind. Let go of the illusion that you must handle everything alone, for my grace is a mighty resource, more than sufficient to bolster you in every challenge. Lift up your concerns to me with honesty and humility, and watch as I turn burdens into manageable steps forward. Place your future in my hands, for my love for you never fails. Though you might feel unprepared at times, I have already equipped you with gifts and talents that can shine like a lamp on a stand, lighting the way for others who journey through darkness. Each time you offer a word of encouragement, a loving deed, or a compassionate ear, you reflect my character to a world that desperately needs hope. Never diminish your own contributions, imagining them too small or insignificant, for I see every kind act and I treasure them as though they were priceless jewels. Continue using what I have placed within you, for it speaks volumes to those who witness your gentle spirit and resilient faith. Step boldly into each new opportunity, trusting that I will magnify your efforts and pave a way for your gifts to flourish. I know your nights can sometimes be filled with an unease that refuses to let you rest, but I invite you to surrender your anxieties to me, for I offer a peace that transforms sleeplessness into sweet repose. When the heaviness of your thoughts overwhelms, call upon my name in the darkness, and I will remind you that I am your shepherd, leading you beside still waters and restoring your soul. In these quiet hours, I draw even closer, whispering comfort into your spirit and reminding you that I have already conquered every enemy that tries to steal your rest. Let your heart be still in my presence and discover the refreshing that comes from leaning on my faithful love. Open your eyes each morning with renewed confidence, for I am your guardian day and night. I take no pleasure in your pain, and my heart breaks when you wrestle with afflictions of the mind, body, or soul. Yet I remain with you as the ultimate healer. Like oil poured upon a wound, my mercy seeps into your broken places, bringing relief and restoration in ways beyond your comprehension. Sometimes I use the hands of doctors or the warmth of a caring friend to administer my healing touch, reminding you that you are never forsaken. At other times, I work miracles that defy human explanation to show you that nothing lies beyond my power. Do not let despair rule your heart, for I am the balm that soothes, the gentle physician who tends to every hurt, and I will bring you through these trials stronger than before. When you stand at a crossroads, uncertain which path to choose, remember that I am your compass, and my wisdom is there for the asking. I do not leave you to wander in the dark, trying in vain to discern which direction leads to the good and fruitful future you desire. Instead, I offer the insight of my word, the still small voice of my spirit, and the counsel of wise individuals placed in your life. Let me guide you with clarity and peace, so that even if the path seems daunting, you will walk forward with unwavering conviction. Take courage, for the steps I prompt you to take are always meant to further your growth and draw you closer to my perfect will. Embrace this truth, trusting that I steer you with love and foresight. My child, when regrets from the past attempt to cloud your present, recall that I am the author of forgiveness, and I willingly pardon every transgression placed at the foot of the cross. No mistake or wrong choice can eclipse my mercy, for the sacrifice of my Son is a testament to the boundless depths of my grace. Do not wallow in condemnation or shame, wondering if you deserve a second chance, because my compassion is greater than all your failures combined. Release these burdens to me and trust that I restore your life's broken pages, rewriting them with the ink of redemption. Rejoice, for I have removed your guilt as far as the east is from the west, and I am calling you forward to a season of renewed purpose. Loneliness can feel like a suffocating fog, convincing you that no one truly understands your inner battles. But allow me to dispel this lie once and for all. I hold your heart in the palm of my hand, fully aware of every longing and ache that lingers within you. Each time you feel isolated in a crowd or overlooked in a conversation, remember that my eyes are always set upon you with love and empathy. I designed you for connection, not only with others, but with me, your closest confidant and truest companion. Seek my presence, and you will find your loneliness softened by the certainty that you are intimately known and deeply cherished. Continue walking forward, for I weave new relationships and meaningful connections into your future path. At times you may feel that your faith is feeble, that you doubt and stumble more than you stand firm. Yet even a flicker of faith is enough for me to work miracles. Recall how a tiny seed grows into a mighty tree. So your smallest faith, when nurtured in my presence, can move mountains. Do not beat yourself up for moments of wavering, for I am gentle with your humanity, and I use even the broken pieces to illustrate my divine power. Return to me when you feel shaky, and I will supply the courage to keep believing, to keep pressing forward, and to keep hoping in what I have promised. Trust in this process of growth, for I am patient, and I delight in seeing your faith mature day by day. I invite you to reflect on the countless ways I have carried you thus far, placing people, resources, and timely wisdom in your path just when you needed them most. Remember those moments when all seemed lost, yet at the final hour, a breakthrough came like a beam of sunlight piercing a storm. Those were no accidents, my beloved child, for I have been orchestrating your life with divine precision. Let these recollections serve as monuments of my faithfulness, built so that you will not forget my consistent care. Rejoice in the knowledge that if I have rescued you before, I will do so again. And as you move forward, your testimony will only deepen. Place your confidence in me and expect to see blessings unfold in due season. Even when you cannot feel my presence or sense my guiding hand, rest assured that I am actively working behind the scenes, weaving together the strands of your life into a tapestry of grace and purpose. Like seeds resting beneath winter's frost, awaiting the warmth of spring, your future is pregnant with possibilities I have already set in motion. Let the fire of anticipation burn in your heart, dispelling the darkness of doubt as you realize that my timing is precise, never late. Though you may groan under the burden of waiting, do not allow impatience to rob you of the quiet miracles I am performing daily. Surrender to my process, and you will eventually see flowers bloom where you once saw only barren ground. Remain hopeful, for I am the gardener who nurtures each promise I plant. I value your prayers, whether they are shouted in triumph or whispered through tears, for each one is like sweet incense before my throne. Do not be shy or discouraged if words fail you, because my spirit intercedes with groanings too deep for human language, translating the ache of your heart into pleas that move mountains. When you kneel before me, physically or in spirit, know that I stand ready to listen, to respond, and to lead you toward deeper intimacy and trust. Prayer is not a mere ritual, but a gateway to communion with the one who formed the heavens, and it stirs the waters of miraculous change in your life. Continue to pray boldly, my child, for your earnest petitions, partnered with my power, will bring forth wondrous testimonies in the days ahead. Let your soul find comfort in my promises, which are as unshakable as the foundation of the earth I have crafted. Even if everything around you seems to quiver or shift, my word remains steadfast, a rock upon which you can safely stand. Let Scripture renew your mind daily, reminding you that I do not lie, nor do I alter the pledges I have made to my people. If the storms of deceit or confusion swirl, anchor yourself in the verses that declare my love, my faithfulness, and my plan for your redemption. Keep these truths close, for they will ward off the arrows of doubt and despair. Stand firmly on my unchanging word, looking forward to the fulfillment of every promise I have spoken over your life. At times, the trials you face are not there to break you, but to highlight your God-given strengths and usher you into deeper dependence on me. Like refined gold that emerges from the heat of the crucible, you emerge from hardships with a purer faith and a more compassionate heart. Trust that there is a greater purpose behind your battles, one that transcends the temporary discomfort you endure. I see the bigger picture that eludes your sight, weaving your triumphs and tribulations into a grand story of redemption and victory. Cling to hope, my child, for the outcome will testify of my glory and your fortitude. Let this knowledge strengthen your resolve, enabling you to push forward into a future rich with my blessings. When you feel overwhelmed by responsibilities or discouraged by unfulfilled dreams, know that I have placed a unique calling upon your life, aligned with the gifts and passions I've nurtured in you. This calling cannot be taken away or replaced by the voices of doubt that sometimes fill your mind. I have commissioned you to shine in your corner of the world, reflecting the love and truth I have poured into your heart. Though the road may be winding and the goals may seem distant, keep walking, one step at a time, trusting that I clear the way and bring forth the provision you need. Lean on my everlasting arms, for they are strong enough to steady you through every twist and turn, lighting your path to the purpose I have ordained. I am aware that temptations may attempt to entice you away from the path of holiness, stirring desires that conflict with your spiritual well-being. But do not be afraid, for I am also the God who offers you a way of escape and the strength to resist what harms your soul. My commandments are not given to restrict your joy, but to protect it, providing boundaries that ensure your growth and fulfillment in the purity I designed for you. When you feel entangled, cry out to me. I will send my spirit to reorient your mind and set you on the right track. Your failures do not disqualify you from my love, for I extend mercy and fresh chances every morning. Stand guard, yet take heart, for victory is assured when you cling to me. I celebrate each time you choose kindness or demonstrate compassion to those in need, for you become my hands and feet in a hurting world. Every small act of generosity reflects my kingdom on earth, like seeds of love planted in the soil of human hearts, destined to grow into bountiful harvests of hope. Do not underestimate the power of a gentle word, an offered shoulder, or a small sacrifice made on behalf of another. In all these expressions of care, you mirror my heart, becoming a living sermon that speaks louder than any words could. Keep sowing these seeds of goodness, for in due time they will sprout into testimonies of faith, uniting more souls with my endless grace. Take courage and press on, for your compassionate deeds are a light in the shadows. Beloved child, even when you feel weary from the constant busyness that seems to define your days, remember that I invite you into my rest. In my presence, you can cease from striving, laying down the burdens of performance and perfection that this world places upon you. When your soul is parched, come, drink freely from my living waters, which rejuvenate and restore like no earthly substitute can. Release any guilt for taking moments of stillness, for I have created the Sabbath principle to guide you toward a rhythm that honors both work and rest. Let your mind and body be renewed in quiet communion with me, allowing my peace to settle into every corner of your being. Embrace this blessing of rest, for I restore you in ways that will equip you for greater tasks ahead. When your spirit grows restless and you yearn for a fresh start, recall that I am the God of new beginnings, offering a clean slate and a hopeful dawn with every sunrise. Old mistakes need not define you, and you are not bound by the disappointments or missed opportunities of yesterday. Take my hand in faith, stepping beyond the shadows of regret into the brightness of a life shaped by my perfect will. I delight in creating beauty from ashes, and my power knows no limits when it comes to transforming your circumstances. Keep your heart open to my leading, for I am preparing you for possibilities you have never before imagined. Anticipate good things, for I am the one who makes all things new. I have longed for you to recognize the depth of my affection, not as a distant monarch, but as a father who knows your name and intimately cares for your every need. When the voices of condemnation or the echo of past wounds try to convince you that you are unworthy, drown them out with the truth of my everlasting acceptance. I created you deliberately, and there is nothing accidental about your existence. You have a role that no one else can fill. My hand protects you, my eyes watch over you, and my heart is thrilled by your presence. Take courage in my unwavering love, for it stands like a mighty wall against every lie, and it assures you that your future is bright with hope and security. I remember your tears, your smiles, and every prayer you have uttered in silence, each one a part of the tapestry of your faith journey, recorded and cherished in my sight. Understand that none of your pain or your joys are wasted, for I weave them all together to reflect the splendor of my grace. Your heart's cry for meaning is met with my assurance that I have placed a divine purpose within you, one that cannot be quenched by difficulty or overshadowed by skepticism. Trust in my refining process, and allow my spirit to guide your thoughts toward what is pure, noble, and of good report. Rise from your place of doubt, for I have anointed your head with oil and declared my favor upon your life. When you gaze at the night sky, noticing countless stars stretching across the darkness, let it be a reminder of my vastness and the majesty of creation. Just as I set each star in its place, I have positioned you in the precise era and environment for your destined impact. Your existence is neither random nor arbitrary, and every encounter you have can become an opportunity to reflect my character. Allow this truth to stir a sense of awe within you, banishing fear by highlighting the brilliance of my plan. Live each day with expectation as you step into a future that radiates with endless possibility. Hold my hand, for I will not let you stumble beyond my reach. I encourage you to lean upon stories of faith found in my word, for they stand as testimonies of my unwavering dedication to those who trust me. Recall how I led my people through the wilderness by a pillar of cloud and fire, how I raised the lowly to positions of honor, and how I breathed life into the valley of dry bones. These ancient miracles are not relics, but pointers to my nature, reaffirming that I do not change with passing generations. If I performed wonders then, I can do so now, transforming your present difficulties into a stage for my mighty works. Do not give in to disbelief, but step into the realm of faith, where my power and my love ignite breathtaking miracles. Move forward, filled with hope, for my hand remains outstretched to accomplish what seems impossible. When you stand at the threshold of change, uncertain if your next step will lead to triumph or downfall, remember that I am with you, gently guiding you through transitions, big and small. Life is filled with seasons, some brimming with abundance, others marked by pruning. But in every season, I remain your constant companion. Do not cling so tightly to the familiar that you resist the new paths I open, for I know the best direction for your growth, even before you realize you need it. Let my spirit give you courage to release what no longer serves you, to embrace what I lay before you with confidence. Be assured that each shift, each turning point, is an opportunity for fresh grace and deeper reliance upon me. In the fellowship of other believers, you will find sources of strength, comfort, and encouragement, reflecting the unity I desire for my children. I have designed you not to journey alone, but to walk hand in hand with those who share your faith, combining your joys, your burdens, and your prayers. Do not isolate yourself when challenges arise, for your struggles can be lightened by the shared warmth of a supportive community. Likewise, your perspective and gifts can uplift others in their times of need, creating a beautiful exchange of love that mirrors my grace. Cherish these connections, for I bring people into your life as tangible reminders of my care and as instruments of healing. Walk on, united in heart, and see how my presence manifests in this holy togetherness. I urge you, my dear one, not to settle for a life defined by mere survival, but to embrace the fullness I offer, a life overflowing with purpose, faith, and unabating love. Reflect on the redemptive power found in the cross, the empty tomb, and the outpouring of the Holy Spirit, for these sacred events showcase the depth of my commitment to your salvation. I want you to thrive, living in the freedom and joy that my Son's victory has secured for you. When despair tries to chain your spirit, recall that the same power that raised him from the grave is alive and active in you, granting you strength for every hardship. Rejoice in this supernatural empowerment and press forward, refusing to let defeat color your perspective. Even if your faith feels tested by unanswered questions, keep your gaze fixed on my Son, who endured suffering on your behalf. Remember how he walked among you, teaching, healing, loving without discrimination, and ultimately laying down his life that you might have access to my eternal kingdom. His resurrection broke every chain that tried to keep you bound, ensuring that you can approach me with confidence, free from the penalties of sin. Do not be overly perplexed by mysteries that defy full understanding, for my ways are higher than yours, and I reveal truth in my perfect timing. Anchor your soul in the unshakable reality of the cross, allowing the hope of resurrection to guide your journey onward into each new day. You do not earn my love by your accomplishments, nor do you lose it by your mistakes, for my affection for you is constant, surpassing human logic. While I rejoice in your good deeds, they cannot increase what I already feel for you, and your failures cannot diminish it either. Embrace the liberty that comes from receiving undeserved grace, for it breaks the shackles of performance and shame. When you rest in this truth, you open your heart to experience my unconditional love at its deepest level, freeing you to love me and others more sincerely. Walk in this blessed assurance, for I gave my Son to prove that my love knows no boundaries, and his sacrifice sealed the certainty of your relationship with me. Look within yourself to identify the unique song that your life sings, a melody woven from experiences, passions, and the distinct personality I bestowed upon you. This inner song resonates with purpose, meant to bring comfort, inspiration, and the fragrance of hope wherever you go. Your voice matters in this grand chorus of creation, for I have fashioned you as a one-of-a-kind instrument. Do not allow fear or criticism to silence your contribution, nor let complacency dull your zeal. Sing forth your heart's message, trusting that I harmonize it with my truth to touch the souls of those who cross your path. Embrace this calling and step boldly into the artistry of your existence, for I fill you with divine creativity and love to empower each note you release. When you feel drawn to lift your hands in praise or bow your head in worship, do not resist that inner stirring, for worship is your soul's highest privilege and your heart's truest response to my glory. A life surrendered in worship is one that finds meaning in every circumstance, for it places me at the center and views all else through the lens of my greatness. Whether you sing softly in solitude or join a multitude in jubilant chorus, your praise ascends to my throne like a sweet aroma. In these moments, the veil between heaven and earth becomes thin, and you sense my closeness more profoundly. Keep on worshiping, for it shifts your perspective from earthly woes to the eternal promise of my unending presence. I am your protector, your shield against the fiery arrows that attempt to pierce your faith. No weapon formed against you shall prosper, for I encircle you with my angelic hosts, ensuring that you are safeguarded according to my divine plan. Though challenges may arise, nothing can separate you from my love, and no adversary can stand victorious when you call upon my name. In your darkest hour, remember that I parted seas, subdued giants, and conquered armies for the sake of those who trusted in me. Hold this assurance close to your heart, letting it banish every anxiety or dread that tries to gain ground. Move forward without fear, for I am a mighty fortress, and I call you to walk valiantly in the power of my protection. My beloved child, Do not doubt the gifts of insight and discernment I grant you, which allow you to navigate tricky situations and sense the deeper truths behind what meets the eye. As you cultivate closeness with me through prayer, reflection, and daily conversation, you will find your spiritual senses sharpened, making it easier to recognize my guidance and steer clear of harmful deceptions. This clarity is a product of my Spirit, illuminating your path like a lamp set on a hill, guiding you safely through life's tangled choices. Trust this leading, for I reveal what you need to know at just the right time. Stand firm and press ahead, assured that I speak into your heart and will never steer you astray. I am intimately aware of every facet of your life, from the minor irritations that rise and fade in a day, to the monumental decisions that shape your future. Nothing is too small or too large to bring before me, because I care deeply for your whole being. Do not allow the enemy's voice to discourage you from seeking my counsel, claiming I am too distant or preoccupied for your concerns. Instead, come with confidence to my throne of grace, where I eagerly await your honest requests. Rely on me even for the mundane matters, and you will see how my hand aligns with every detail to bring harmony and order. Continue stepping forward, for I stand ever ready to help you in all things. Consider how I, the Lord of all creation, took the time to form you with precision and delight, breathing life into your very soul. If I took such care in your beginning, shall I not sustain you to the end? Do not fear that I have abandoned you to the chaos of this world, for I remain the same yesterday, today, and forever. My devotion to you has no expiry date, and my plan for you unfolds like a story whose ending is more wonderful than you dare to imagine. Therefore, let not your heart be troubled by momentary afflictions, but lift your eyes to see my unwavering presence, guiding you through every obstacle. Cling to this truth, for it fuels your hope that tomorrow holds great promise. My child, I urge you to speak life and blessings wherever you go, for the tongue holds power to edify or tear down. Reflect on how my words shape the universe, calling forth light out of darkness, order out of chaos. In the same way, your words can create a nurturing environment around you, healing wounds or mending strained relationships. When the urge to criticize or condemn rises within you, pause and remember that you too are a recipient of my unmerited grace. Let your speech mirror my compassion and watch as it transforms hearts and renews minds. Continue striving for kindness, for each generous word carries the potential to spark remarkable change and bring forth a harvest of goodwill in the future. When you question how all the intricate pieces of your life will ever fit together, step back and let my sovereignty become the lens through which you observe the bigger picture. I see each thread, your childhood memories, your heartbreaks, your hopes, and I weave them into a garment that covers you in my grace. Though you might not understand the design, trust that I see the end from the beginning, working meticulously for your benefit. Resist the temptation to resent the journey, for in every twist, I reveal aspects of my nature that you could not comprehend otherwise. Continue trusting me, even when the tapestry looks incomplete, for its final unveiling will surpass your highest expectations. Move forward with peace, certain that I hold every detail in my masterful hands. When storms of doubt threaten to capsize your convictions, remember that I am the one who commands the winds and the waves to be still. In the Gospels, my Son rose to quell the raging sea, proving that no tempest can stand against the divine authority we hold. Keep this vivid in your mind, knowing that I bring calm to the most tumultuous circumstances. No matter how loud the thunder of adversity, it is but a whisper before me. Hold fast to your faith, for I shelter you beneath the shadow of my wings until the storm has passed. Come what may, your ship will not sink, because I stand at the helm. Cling to my promise, for I am ever faithful to see you safely through. Many voices in this world assert opinions about who you should be or what you should do, yet the only voice truly worth your unwavering allegiance is mine. I speak life, purpose, and identity over you, naming you my beloved and calling you by the gift I have placed within you. Let my words define you, not the shifting trends of culture or the fleeting praise of people. As you anchor your identity in me, you grow unshakable, discovering a confidence no adversity can undermine. When the clamor of conflicting messages grows too loud, retreat into the quiet place of prayer and let me remind you of your true worth. Walk boldly, for you stand on the firm foundation of my eternal truth. I take joy in seeing you cultivate a spirit of gratitude, for thanksgiving opens the door to deeper intimacy and revelation. When you count your blessings, you shift your focus from what you lack to what you have, reminding your heart that I remain faithful. A grateful heart also wards off envy, discontent, and bitterness, clearing the way for my peace to dwell richly within you. Even in trials, there is something to thank me for, a lesson learned, a moment of solace, a friend who helps bear your burden. Let gratitude become the melody of your life, echoing from dawn to dusk, and see how it transforms your outlook. Keep embracing a thankful posture, for it draws you nearer to my presence and aligns your spirit with hope. I am aware of the burdens you carry for those you love, the desire to see them healed, protected, and guided. Know that I share your concern and hold each person in my capable hands, orchestrating encounters that reveal my love to them. When you intercede on their behalf, your prayers mingle with my will, activating blessings and breakthroughs that may be invisible to you now, but will manifest in my timing. Never cease praying for others, for such selfless intercession is a powerful reflection of my character and unites your heart with mine. Continue to entrust your loved ones to my care, for I hear every prayer, and my grace extends far beyond what any human effort can accomplish. Remain vigilant in your spiritual journey, for the adversary prowls like a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour, but take heart, because I have overcome the world. Do not tremble in fear or allow the enemy's taunts to paralyze you. Stand firm in the armor I provide: truth, righteousness, readiness, faith, salvation, my word, and prayer, and watch as darkness flees. You are not defenseless, for I equip you with divine power that demolishes strongholds and defeats every scheme of destruction. Remember, the battles you face are not just physical but spiritual, and I stand as the Lord of hosts at your side. March onward with courage, for the victory is assured when you wage warfare in my name. My beloved child, as you face the test of endurance in various life pursuits, do so with the knowledge that I strengthen you from the inside out. When weariness gnaws at your resolve and you wonder if you have what it takes to finish well, I remind you that perseverance refines and perfects your faith. I have set a race before you, and though it might feel long and strenuous, I call you to run with perseverance, fixing your eyes on the prize of my eternal kingdom. Each step you take, I match with my sustaining grace, carrying you closer to the destination. Do not faint, for I provide the power to soar on wings like eagles, to run and not grow weary. Look ahead with anticipation, for the reward of your diligence awaits. As you grow in trust, you will see that my plan does not always align with your immediate desires, yet it consistently yields better outcomes than you could have orchestrated. Embrace the truth that my perspective spans eternity, while yours is often bound by the present moment. In times when my ways seem mysterious or my answers appear delayed, rest in the fact that I am not ignoring you. Rather, I am crafting something far exceeding your initial request. Surrender your expectations, allowing me to shape your desires so they mirror the richness of my will. Continue believing, even when the path grows dim, for the story I am writing holds wonders beyond your current comprehension. My child, let your heart be steadfast in adversity, buoyed by the assurance that I hold you securely. Even if relationships falter, economies shake, or circumstances shift, I remain the anchor of your soul. Do not be distressed when everything familiar changes shape, for even in upheaval, I am orchestrating growth and repositioning you for breakthroughs. A house built on rock will stand when the rains descend, and likewise, I fortify you against the floods of chaos. Lean into me when the ground beneath feels unsteady, and I will teach you how to walk on water, eyes fixed on my unwavering presence. Keep pressing on, for seasons of turbulence also bring about expansions of faith you never dreamt possible. There is no distance you can run, no hidden valley you can dwell in that will remove you from my reach, for my love pursues you relentlessly. Even if shame or fear compels you to hide, I will meet you where you are and gently coax you back into the light of my grace. Recall how I sought out Adam and Eve in the garden, how I called to Elijah in the wilderness, how my Son stretched out his arms on the cross to bridge the gulf of sin. In the same way, I call out to you, longing to restore your fellowship with me. Surrender to my pursuit, trusting that I chase after you not to condemn, but to embrace. Come forward with confidence, for my grace is inexhaustible. My heart is for your joy, a fullness that transcends fleeting pleasures and abides even in trials. This joy stems from communion with me, a profound assurance that I remain good and sovereign, weaving all things together for your ultimate benefit. When discontent tries to seep in, or dissatisfaction over what you do not have clouds your vision, return to the wellspring of my presence. There, you will discover that authentic joy flows not from possessions or accolades, but from a heart attuned to my eternal promises. Let this joy be your strength, fueling each day with the unshakable conviction that I am with you, guiding you toward ever-deepening fulfillment. Go forth with gladness, for your life is rooted in my unending goodness. Never doubt that my plans include a future brimming with hope, not to harm you, but to prosper you, according to the richness of my kingdom. Though the path to that future may wind and bend, requiring patience and resilience, the final destination is one of victory and wholeness. In all things, my intention is to shape you into the image of my Son, reflecting his compassion, humility, and holiness. Take each step in faith, trusting that I write a narrative over your life that surpasses your fondest aspirations. Look onward with a heart that dares to believe, because I do not disappoint those who put their trust in me. The horizon ahead gleams with promise, my beloved child. Keep your mind fixed on heavenly realities, even as you work and serve in the earthly sphere, for doing so balances your responsibilities with the eternal perspective I invite you to hold. When your eyes are open to my kingdom principles, you navigate each task, whether mundane or monumental, with a grace that testifies to my presence. Let each duty become an act of worship, completed with excellence not for human approval, but to honor me. This mindset transforms daily routines into holy offerings and reminds you that you are a pilgrim moving through this world with eyes set on the city I have prepared for you. Keep forging ahead, for I see every act of faithfulness, rewarding each in my perfect time. As we near the close of this conversation, I reiterate the unchanging truth of my love, for it stands firm like a mountain amid the shifting sands of earthly affairs. No matter where life takes you or what storms you battle, my devotion remains unshaken, my promises steadfast. I bless you and your family with peace that transcends comprehension, and I bestow upon you favor that opens doors no man can shut. Trust that my goodness and mercy will follow you all the days of your life, guiding you gracefully into the wonders I have prepared. Let hope rise within your heart, for you do not walk alone, and the best chapters of your story are still unfolding. My beloved child, go now with your head lifted high, secure in the embrace of my everlasting arms. Let your faith be as strong as a rock, your love for others as boundless as the ocean, and your sense of wonder as bright as the morning sun. The trials you face will not consume you, for my strength is made perfect in your weakness, and my grace shields you from every harm. Stand unwavering on the foundation of my word, your soul attuned to the whispers of my spirit, and your hopes anchored in the ultimate victory I have secured. Walk forward in my peace, brimming with anticipation, for you and I journey on together, and your brightest days are still ahead. My child, always remember, my love for you will never fade, nor my presence withdraw from your side. Be of good courage. Your tomorrows glisten with promise, because I, your God, am unchanging in my affection and unstoppable in my plan for your life. The future is luminous, for I shall continue to shine my light into every corner of darkness, replacing fear with faith, sorrow with joy, and doubt with steadfast confidence. Keep your gaze fixed upon me, breathing in my grace with each new dawn, and walk in the certainty that you are never alone. Hold fast to my assurances and embrace every blessing I pour out, for the very best is indeed yet to come.